Okay, Tashidele to everyone. So I'd like to share my opinions on the coming Tibetan New Year. And although we're already in, kind of Westerner New Year's, but still we're at the beginning stage. So New Year, something we all should, understand that in general the life goes on. So every day is like a new life. Every day is like a new day, new sort of experience. But still, in this very conventional mind or relative mind, we always have a kind of fixed image. Or after 12 months, the current year is past, and then we will have a new year. So that is kind of being habitually systemized in our thought. So we just keep following that sort of system. So the most important, I think, we all should understand, when the new year is welcoming, the one current year is kind of, we are making a farewell party to appreciate and think. So think of that in the past. What did we learn from all these 12 months? Anything that we have, that we feel proud of ourselves in those months, days, that we have done something which is not only to ourselves benefiting, but for all or for many people get benefited out of your being causes of that. If something like that, that is what you need to cherish of the year. If something you realize kind of that was not exactly what you are meant to, or that is not something you should do, that is not something should happen, but that also is a past. But we can learn from that. That realization itself is a positive. Learn from that realization and make a new commitment that I will be more conscious of what I am doing, how I am thinking, how I am communicating with family, with friends, with the colleagues, within the society, etc. This all makes a difference, impact in our everyday life accordingly. So I think the most everything is based on our motive, intention of what you do. Even sometimes the action maybe looks like very wonderful and noble, but based on impure intention or negative motivation, then even the action may seem quite noble, but still is not noble, because the thing is, the mind, the motive of that doing is imperfect. Wrong intention and negative intention. When you have negative intention in your thought and following that negative thought leading into action of body, speech and mind, so naturally all became a negative, because things started from the inside, your thought. So it is important, everything we do, kind of we should have a general sort of self-commitment, saying that I will make myself this very precious and real life as essential, and for others make this very life more meaningful, so that I have been beneficial, I have been a source of their some kind of achievement, help for good. So both self and others. So living in that sort of self-commitment and carrying on your level best in very thoughtfully or mindfully, think for good others, think for always, as we all believe, as a practitioner, we believe on karma. So this is, I think, one of the main important to make this very life not just surviving but make it essence-full. So then we will feel more pride when our last minute of the breath say, I make my life essence-full, so I have no regret. I have my life meaningful to others, I have no regret. So these are very important. Otherwise, we have an example here, a story, long time story. Even you live in a hermit, being a hermit for whole your sort of career or life in the caves or very isolation. There was the great hermit known as very famous, being whole life in the caves and having assistant. So one day the great master, his teacher, passed away, as naturally, right? So traditionally when we cremate, so there was plenty of relics from his master's ashes and burning, relics. So the disciple became to think now. He became to think negatively. How I can make profitable from this? Because his teachers was quite well known and well received by people, because whole life being in the hermit and practice. So he thought, okay, I will recall as initiation, say I will give an initiation and a public audience of the great my master's relic. So everybody welcome, and this is a great opportunity. I give blessing of his relics, and then who have a karma can make me offerings. We don't have money and things, but there are many other material and object things that you make offerings. Say whoever make offerings, I am going to give them one relics which will liberate you whole your life and so forth. So people have a great devotion too, but the wrong way to receive. Oh, I can get it. I will make offerings, the money, silver, jewel, or yak, anything, whatever they have. So they are ready to sort of, in another way, it's paying and buying. So the people, based on their devotion, but the way they handle to receive such relics by sort of paying in the name of offering, which not only the assistant of the Lama, the hermit, have negative karma, wrong intention to collect the money or to collect the wealth in the name of own teachers, the great and holy relics, but used very negatively and abused of the holiness of the relics. So people believe that is how they can get. So way you also intend, so I can get it because I can pay it. The people who cannot pay, they don't get the relics. So that additionally you have tremendous court of karma. So both the attendant or assistants of the retreatant of the hermit master and the people who paying them in the name of offering to get a relics, both of them are equally abused and disrespect and dishonest at devotion to. Devotion is not by matching with the money and the wealth offering. Devotion you get from your inside, awakening. So it's very important example of here. So don't make yourself the same category, whether you are receiving or whether somebody is giving in the name of exchange. Okay, this is the great, this and that, this, so you come and then you pay such and such. So same time I give you kind of importance, empowerment of this relics and you will get it. So if you have that kind of, both of them are cultivating immense negative karma, because both have a wrong intention And the person, there was one old lady, she was inside crying. She is not able to get the relics, but she had most pure devotion to the Lama and of course the relic, holiness of the relic. But she is such in poverty, so she cannot make an offering. If you don't make an offering, you don't get the relics. So that is not the blessings of the teacher you get it. In that way, if you get it, whether you receive the materially relics, but the blessing you will not get, because your intention, the way of you getting is exchange. So that kind of motive, so in our life, everything mindful, even the name of spiritual, sometimes you will commit wrongdoings. So be mindful, make it all positive, think positive, do positive. If you can think and train yourself to be in positive always, then that reflection of your inner positivity will make differences of your action of body, speech and mind. So in this very new year, although we Pombos, most of the Pombos I would say, will not celebrate this year as a Tibetan New Year, but certainly we will make altar, make offerings and do any novel cause, novel deeds you could, or any virtue actions, prayer, meditation, reciting any kind of mantras, and doing any kind of 10 transcendental practice, anything virtue deeds, actions, you can do it, but we don't entertain or enjoy and celebrate New Year as a fun, New Year as a something laughter, music, decoration. We don't do that as a Pombo, but we do and dedicate it in the name of His Holiness the 33rd, the enlightened. So we all remember him, receive the blessings, but in a positive way, not the wrong way. That simply cultivate negative karma. So make sure everyone understand who listen this. New Year should be something you get engaged in a positive, receiving positively teaching, practicing positive intent with intention. Do everything what you could do in a positive way. That will get conforming the blessings, not otherwise. So think of this very new year to make something good for whole world, good for yourself, good for your community and society by positive thinking, motivating and engaging in positive action. So I wish you all blessings and prayers on this very coming Tibetan Earth Dog New Year with blessings, but we may not celebrating, but we may engage in any practice and dedicate for. So that could be the things we can do for and to make ourselves as well. Thank you.